It was a nice drive up here though. So we got this like nice spring weather, right? Beautiful out. Yeah, I guess Phil was right. The groundhog, it's been like 6 weeks. Hot take, Groundhog Day, my favorite holiday. Big holiday for the shadow puppet community. You guys know how it works. You know, if the groundhog sees his shadow, then 6 more weeks of winter. And if I see my shadow, then 6 more weeks of Ozempic. That's just kind of how I do it. I'm on a shadow-based diet program and a cryptocurrency retirement plan. It's not realistic. There's not going to be Social Security by the time I get there. And I got 401k and Doge. I think I'll be fine. Just kind of the plan I've got going on. Things do seem kind of bleak for my generation. Like recently we saw that TikTok got banned. Big for my people. It didn't get banned for long though, right? And it got banned for about as long as most parents can handle taking away their child's iPad. Yeah, the US government lasted like 12 hours before they were like, Jesus Christ, give it back. Cannot handle these people. Let them do their communist dances, they're not grounded anymore. I do like TikTok because I'm always seeing stuff on there I never see anywhere else. I was on there the other day and I saw the newest trailer for the third Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants movie that's coming out. Has anyone here seen this? It looks pretty good. All the girls reunite to figure out who gave everyone chlamydia. Turns out when you're all sharing pants, you can't be going commando. It's a faux pas. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 3, Revenge of the Dungaree. Coming soon to the theater near you. That's going to conclude the topical portion of my set. Let's talk about me a little bit. I do have anxiety. And something that really stresses me out is having to spell the names of anti-anxiety medications. Have you ever had to write benzodiazepine on a form? It'll make you need more benzodiazepine. Big Pharma knows it. Something else that stresses me out are those really long city buses. Have you guys seen those? The ones that are so long they had to like put an elbow in it. Just so I know you guys have those here. Now, who came up with that solution though? Right? Like I imagine some like city hall meeting, and there's like an executive. And he's like, we got to cut costs and figure out how to make the buses longer. And then there's just a guy in the back corner in like a Tommy Bahama shirt, and he's like, what if we put a bendy straw accordion in the middle of the bus? And I think we had to go with bendy buses in America, as we couldn't do double-deckers like they do in London. Guys, we barely made it through front of the bus, back of the bus segregation. Imagine upper deck, lower deck segregation. I'm not a big segregation crowd. That makes sense in this room. I'm not a big fan of handshakes. I'm not a germaphobe or anything. It's just that I've had to shake not 1, but 2 hook hands unexpectedly. You can shake a lot of hook hands, man. All right. If your grandpa's Captain Hook, I'm just going to need a warning before. If your uncle can double as a coat rack, I need to know before my hand hits hook. And it's not a problem with hook hands, honestly they're pretty sick. It's just that when my hand hits metal, I think doorknob, and then I turn that doorknob, and this is how I pulled off the hook hands of 2 World War II vets. You know what the worst part is about pulling off someone's hook hand? You can't hand it back to them. You've got to put it back on. It's uncomfortable for everybody. I do luckily usually have a way to get out of handshakes. I wear a hand brace on my right hand, but I'm gracing you with my flesh today. It's your special. But I wear a hand brace because I did find out recently that I have carpal tunnel. And it's a bummer, but I got to do the Lord's work, giving hand jobs to the amputees. It's tough out here. We need more volunteers on our hand jobs for campus. Lend a hand, that's our motto. If you want to help out, you can find us behind your local IHOP, where all the amputees hang out. To keep up with demand, I had to learn how to give a lefty hand job. So now I can dual wield. I'm, as they say, ambidextrous, which is by far the hardest badge to earn as a scout. It took me forever. My mom hates that joke. The first time she heard it, she sent me a new rosary in the mail. Really happened. And I now wear that rosary every time I go out volunteering. It is the Lord's work after all. Something my mom does with Jesus. Did I just hear Jesus from the back? Amen, brother.
Praise it.
Something my mom does like are ghosts. So in the house we always had a Ouija board growing up. She's a big fan of Amish AOL. Anyone here ever play with a Ouija board?
Yeah.
See, I don't trust them. I don't trust anything with that many vowels. That's why I don't eat quinoa. Don't even get me started on vacuums. They don't have that many vowels, but they do have those weird back-to-back U's. And we have a consonant for that. It's called W. W's never getting the respect it deserves. Where would the World Wide Web be without W? Just using 6 U's like idiots. It's not here's Aldo, it's where's Waldo. I think it's been all downhill for W since Bush. And no one's putting respect on W's name. A good example is the NBA. And we all love the NBA. They tell you add a W to it. And nobody watches it. I shouldn't make fun of women so much. Shocker, I am one. Bet you haven't figured that out by now. I barely count though. So I'm like the woman they put in the Home Depot catalog to avoid getting sued. It's just kind of the energy I bring to the function. I got a smile for selling lumber. They can just wear too much plaid, you can get typecast. I am a woman, but I don't pretend to understand women. There's quite a few ladies here tonight. I sense them, so we've all got the sense. But since there's a lot of ladies here tonight, maybe we could try to settle something. It's never made sense to me. Like, ladies, why is it that we're always dehydrated, even though we carry around a small lake everywhere we go in those Stanley Cups? Like, it's never made sense. My only explanation is that everybody has to have a weakness. So women are dehydrated, and men can't find anything in the back of the fridge. Back of the fridge is also what I call my G-spot. It's alright that men can't find it, because I retain more fluid that way. A circle of life. Which is also what I call my cervix. I shouldn't because I don't have kids. This can't resist a good nickname. I don't have kids because I'm pretty bad at dating. The last guy I tried to date, he came out as gay. And if I had a nickel for every time that happened to me, I'd have enough money to transition and date all those gay guys. Could change my name to Nicholas. Go by Nickel for short. You know, for that gay flair. You gotta have a gay flair, am I right? I'm not very good at gay flair, so I am a bit butch. And I know I come off as butch because every time I go out to eat, they hand me the check. Even when I'm with a man, they're just like, she looks fiscally responsible. We'll give it to her. I am bisexual because beggars can't be choosers. My mom taught me that. I love that guy. I love the commentator in the back. It's so funny. I mostly date men though. Hitting on women is terrifying. Like I only have one move. And that's wearing my keys on my pants so the lesbians know I'm down to fuck. My one and only move. It's either that or I'd have to initiate the lesbian secret handshake with any woman I'm interested in. And that's a little forward for my taste. If you straights that don't know, lesbian secret handshake, super simple. It's just rock, paper, scissors. But you can only choose scissors. And then you interlock them and you mate for life. Kind of like the Penguins. Then you lease a Subaru. It's a slippery slope once you start interlocking, so. I recently found out, I was trying to buy some Girl Scout cookies, and I found out that they have an app now where you can type in your zip code and they tell you where all the Girl Scout cookie stands are. And I just personally think that we should not have the coordinates of Girl Scouts. That seems like To Catch a Predator right there. Oh, that's a new one somebody is like, oh man. Do you guys, I'll leave you guys with this. You guys have been so much fun. Thank you guys so much for coming out and sitting through all these comics. Do you guys think that futons are just Autobots that didn't make the cut to be transformed? So they just get to be shitty couches that turn into even shittier beds? Alright guys, I've been bringing you today.